We're back on the Early Edge on CBS Sports Network, and I'm joined by Emory Hunt and Tom Casale, two very popular guys at SportsLine for one of our favorite segments. And one of our most popular segments is these G5, or Group of Five, I should say, FCS bets. Let's get things started right away. Emory Hunt, talk to me about your favorite Mountain West play.
I'm looking at Air Force, and I'm laying these 3.5 points with them. One thing that's very difficult for opposing teams is that if you're not playing this team week 0 or week 1 is your first game of the season, or after a bye or during a bowl game, then you're in a pretty bad situation because you can't prep for the speed and execution that the Air Force Academy and other triple option teams of the service academies that they provide on the field. So this is a tough matchup for Utah State. So I'm laying this short number with the Air Force Falcons.
Tom, I know you like this bet too. I want to get to your favorite MAC bet, but anything to add to what Emory just said about Air Force minus 3.5?
Yeah, there's only a couple Mountain West Conference games this week where they're not playing FCS opponents. So I went with Air Force as well. This is more about who I think they're going to be. We've only seen them play Bucknell so far, but Utah State allowed 235 rushing yards to Texas A&M. That could be a problem this week. Give me Air Force minus the 3.5.
All right, Tom, I'm sticking with you. Your favorite MAC bet?
Yeah, I'm going to lay it with Buffalo against Kent. My theory is you can never go wrong betting against Kent. They're my lowest rated team in the FBS right now. Buffalo's defense, I really like coming into the year. Their experience, and they played well at Minnesota. They kind of wore down in the fourth quarter, but they were really competitive in that game. I mean, Kent struggled to beat Merrimack earlier this year. Buffalo beat them 43-7 last year. I think we're going to see a repeat.
Emory, we go from one big dog to another, except Tom was fading the dog. You're taking the dog here.
Shout out to my head football, or my former coach, Kerry Bailey, who calls me like it's Inspector Gadget, where, this message will self-destruct. He called me on Friday. It was like, hey, Ohio is going to beat West Virginia, and then hung up. And so I'm like, all right. And then next thing you know, Ohio beats West Virginia. So I thought that was fascinating that he just always does that to me. But Ohio going against Ohio State, I love what Parker Navarro does at quarterback. I love how this team always, no matter the head coach, no matter who's at quarterback, the roster is ever changing. The consistency is there with the Bobcats. So give these guys credit. They're going to go out there against Ohio State and keep this within this number. So you better grab it right now while it's plus 33.5 as opposed to dropping in the 20s. Go get it now. Ohio will play game football against the Buckeyes.
Very, very interesting. Love that phone call story. All right, let's go, Emory. I'm gonna stick with you. Bet from another G5 or FCS game that you like.
There's two. So I'll give you mine right now. I look at New Hampshire. They're 2-0 right now in the FCS. They're playing solid football. They're playing really good defense, and they face Ball State. So this is a matchup where I think they can also win. So look at New Hampshire over Ball State. And La Tech had the best defense in Conference USA last year. I trust them in this ball game against New Mexico State. Lay the 9.5 points. We saw La Tech do a solid job against LSU.
Tom, what are your plays here?
Yeah, I agree with Emory on New Hampshire. I think they're live for an upset. But in the preseason show, I gave out, watch out for Monmouth against Charlotte, and here we are. Monmouth has one of the best FCS quarterbacks in Derek Robertson. He accounted for 7 touchdowns against Fordham. And I know this isn't Fordham, but Charlotte, another low-rated FBS team, only 14 points in its first 2 games. I think Monmouth plus the points is a good play this week.
And Tom, I was going to ask you what your favorite upset, like just straight up upset, is for week 3. Is it this Monmouth game?
It is. I mean, I think if you're going to beat an FBS team, you either have to have a good defensive performance or a quarterback who can keep you in the game. And that's what Monmouth has. I think they're going to score points against this Charlotte team. They might lose a close one, but I think they could upset them at the end in the fourth quarter because of the quarterback play.
Emory, this is your favorite upset special as well, is it not?
Absolutely. Monmouth beat Colgate. Now they're going to go and they beat Fordham last week. They're running through New York City like it's bad pizza, and they're about to go down to Charlotte and knock those guys out as well. Derek Robertson is one of the best quarterbacks in the FCS. You talk about someone against Colgate. They were down 31-7. He had 4 interceptions. Then he throws 4 touchdowns, and they win 42-39. So this dude is playing lights out. I like them to go down to Charlotte and get the win.
Resilience personified for sure right there. All right, we got about 45 seconds left. Give me 20 seconds or so on the G5 or FCS game you're looking forward to the most. Emory, you go first.
Delaware State versus Bowie State. The big reason why Deshaun Jackson is the head coach, got his first win, but also the second biggest reason why I am the color analyst on this ball game. So check your boy out.
Let's go. Okay, what's the game? What's the game one more time, Emory, so people can pay attention?
Delaware State versus Bowie State. Delaware State, Bowie State, and Dover, Delaware. Should be a fun game because, again, I'm on the call.
Side note, I was born in Dover, Delaware. Tom, you got like 15 seconds. What game are you looking forward to?
North Dakota, Montana. North Dakota almost upset Kansas State. Montana, 15 transfers. They've only played a D2 team. We don't know that much about them yet. Could be an interesting game.
I love this segment so much. Emory, Tom, thank you very much. Really good stuff as usual. We'll see you very soon right here on The Early Edge. I didn't know Deshaun Jackson was coaching football, by the way. That's on me. The Early Edge, Monday through Friday on the SportsLine YouTube channel, again at 10 o'clock in the morning. Make sure to check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a great Monday Night Football. We'll see you soon right here on The Early Edge.